Okay, so I've finished doing this. I've put a blank piece of wood at the bottom, and then I've made this into a slider shelf. So I put 2 bits of wood there so it can hold it. I've put a wall up there, but what I'm going to do this side is I'm just going to put one big door from floor to top, one big door there. So I slide this out, I come to the back there and just pull it out like that, and then that slides the whole thing out, and then it goes back in again. So that's done. So my next job is, I was going to take that all apart and just shove the lino right through it, but I'm not going to do all that. I've got to do a door here, but I'm going to do that later. What I'm going to do now is do the floor. I'm going to do all the flooring right way, and then put the lino on, and then do the bed. And then I'll make my mind up about how I'm going to have a door. If I'm going to have a door, one door, or I would just have 2 doors, because I've got to make sure if my bed's here, I've got to make sure I'll be able to slide that shelf completely out to get to the batteries. You can still get to the batteries that way as well, with that all off. So yeah, we'll see how we get on. See what we come up. I'm just doing it bit by bit. This is the thing, the way I do my van is I build it as I go along, to how I feel. I'll be driving around in it for a bit, and then I'll think it over for a good few weeks, and then think, yeah, that's right. But this is the beauty, like I said before, this is the beauty of building a van yourself, because if you don't like it, you can always swap it around. And everything I've used, apart from this big board, this was a big sheet board, so I've got that shelf, and I've got a bit at the bottom which needs a wipe down, and I've still got a bit more left over of that, and that only cost me £1. So yeah, I've done that. Yeah, I think that's all I've used, and the rest of it is recycled stuff that I've used. So yeah, I'm not sure about this bit, whether I keep it like that, because obviously I'm going to scrape all this down. I'm going to sand all this lot down. All this lot's going to be sanded down back to the wood. Yeah, I'm going to do that. There we go. So this is the way I'm doing it anyway. I'm going just underneath this bit here, just slightly under there. Cut around that. Then put my, mind you, no. What I should do is cut here, isn't it? And then pull that down so it goes along there. Yeah, that's what I should do, because that'll be under the bed there, won't it? Oh, what a plonker, never mind. We'll get there in the end. Okay, so we're back indoors. I'll just clean the floor up. Now I'm going to do the lino. I'm going to lay this out and just cut off what I need, but I've done over what I need. It's like for me to cut it and place it into the van, and then I can do the business. It's really, honestly, I can't thank the guys enough where I bought the lino from, because they give me extra. There's a tiny bit left over on the roll left over, so they just gave me an extra bit. So I wish I'd had I wish I had a bigger van, because yeah, I've got enough there to do like a long wheelbase. That's it. I'm sure that would have fitted in my Luton van, Now decide which way I'm going to go with that, because so I need the length, so I can't go that way, I don't think. So I'm going to have to go this way. So this would be, like, from here would be standing at the door, the front door. That would be, over there would be the back end, that would be down by the seat end. Let's hope I get this right, because it's the wheel arch. I hate cutting around the wheel arch. I always mess it up. The wheel arch is the worst. Maybe what I should have done actually was boxed it Should I do that now before I cut this up? That is the question. Because if I box that will arch, it will be easier for me to cut, and I ain't got to mess about cutting around it, have I? Do you think I should go and do that now? It's no good me asking you because I'm like a few weeks behind on my videos and I am slowly catching up with them. Looks like my mould's coming back on the walls, look. I don't know if the camera's picking it up, but the mould's coming back. And on the ceiling as well, it's all coming back, the mould. And up there. I noticed the other day it was coming through again. Yeah, I noticed the other day it was coming through again. I thought, yeah, right. Nightmare, innit? Oh, here we go. I can't believe that. It's all coming through again, look. That's a wet stain up there. I don't know if it's picking up on the camera or not. The same wet patches there was what was there before when the inspector came out to check it. Oh well. I'm doing little video clips and I'll put them together because I haven't got a lot of space on my phone. As I say, I've still got things to go through. So I've got about this much on this end, but it's got bent, didn't it? So it keeps flipping up every time I try and put it straight. Keeps going back. I'll get something heavy on that and then I got there. I definitely wouldn't have enough to go the other way, but there we go. So I'll put all these clips of videos together, what I'm doing now anyway, to get the gist. That's not too bad, is it? So I've used an old tea caddy. Right, so it's 105. So that's 105 there. So that's all waste. But we can use that anyway. So now I've got to find a straight piece of wood. Got plenty of that. Straight piece of wood, and then I can draw my line where I need it. I have gone over, remember. So 105. So then I'll go over, because I'm not sure if I want to, how far at the back end of the van I want to come out to. So yeah. So if I go 107, I can't go wrong, can I? Yeah, I'll go 107, I think. I can't go wrong then, and I've got a straight line to go down as well. Right, let's do this bit first, and then we'll do the second bit. I think it was 58, I think. Right. I'm a bit out of breath for some reason. So that's it. It just looks too small to me. It's really deceiving, isn't it? Right, so let's get this into the van. And yeah, that's how much we've got left in that corner there. So I could actually, if I'm clever enough, put that in the front. I don't know, we'll see. But actually I do need a little bit more, don't I, where the batteries are. So yeah. So let's get this rolled up and get it into the van. I don't know if you can see this. There's a white line. I don't know if it's picking it up on the camera or not, but can you see that white line? That must be because it was the end of the roll. There's a white line. It won't matter anyway. Like everything, once it starts getting walking on, it doesn't matter how much you think it's perfectly clean, it still ends up like that grey one there. Like that grey one there, a little bit left on that grey. But that's got like a marble effect on it, that one. It is a bit harder. Let's save my skirting board. Yeah, I didn't see that. They won't matter anyway. going in the van, isn't it? And actually looks like there's another one there. That's strange. But I wonder if that's like that because it was the end of the roll. It couldn't have been the end of the roll. That's weird because I can very faintly see a white mark there as well. That's strange. Oh well. Let's get on with it and make do. Don't want to leave that crease in there too long because it's starting up. But you know I said to you about the white line on this side. There's a white line that goes along here. It's disappeared now in here. But there's like a join there for some reason. I don't know. Right, so this is going in like this at the minute. See what I mean about the wheel? I'm a nightmare with cutting round wheel arches. I really am. See how much I came over? I might need to pull that back out that way a bit more, I think. Because I've got to get in there, into that corner. And maybe I should have took that all apart, really. I don't know. Anyway, it's done. It's not going to be too much of a aggravation. It's the step I find trouble with as well. The step to step. Alright, we're going to do this now.